Hello and welcome back to Naturaltouch YouTube channel. I'm Hasnain Abbas, alternative treatment practitioner here at Naturaltouch Clinic in Shipley. If you're suffering from lymphatic system blockage, which means that you're all swollen face, swollen legs, swollen body, then this video is for you. Keep watching this video. Let me begin with my usual greetings. Assalamu alaikum, which means peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. I start from the 99 names of Allah, the Ism Azam, the most beautiful, greatest names of Allah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, which means I start in the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. And remember, all shifa, which means health, only comes from Allah. So, what is your lymphatic system? Well, it's a combination of lymph capillaries, lymph vessels, thoracic ducts, lymph nodes, and other lymphatic tissues. First, number one, the lymph capillaries are composed of single-cell endothelial cells, originate in the tissue space as minute blind end tissues. The number two, lymph vessels are the outer coat consisting of fibrous tissues which act as a protective covering. The lymphatic ducts, there are two lymphatic ducts which collect lymph from the whole body and return it to the blood. Three, the thoracic ducts are the largest lymph ducts which begin at the cisterna cilia, which is like a sac dilatation situated in the front of the bodies and the first and second limbar vertebrae in the right of the abdomen. This duct drains lymph from the lower limbs, pelvic cavity, abdominal cavity, left side of the chest, and head and neck and left arm. And the right lymphatic ducts from the root of the neck and terminates by emptying its content into the right subclavian vein. This drains the lymphatic fluid. And number five, the lymph nodes are small, medium-sized lymph vessels and open into lymph nodes. This drains through the least one node before returning to the blood. Let me show you. Is your lymphatic system, which handles this excess fluid and comes back around. And if your circulation is damaged due to high levels of sugar, then you're not going to get the exchange going to back up into the fluid. You're going to have a lot of fluid on your feet, ankles, and the entire body, as I have seen in many of my patients. And all this is actually a pretty big problem. What is happening is, because think what is happening to your heart is having to work really hard. So when someone has edema in the ankles and feet and body, it's a good prediction of what's going to happen down the road to them. Unfortunately, when people go to the doctors for edema, they are given diuretic, but they are treating the symptom and not the problem itself. So what causes body and ankle edema? Well, basically, typically what happens is your right ankle or foot or your entire body is swollen, suffering from edema. Right ankle swelling is usually a liver cirrhosis, and stomach protruding. You've seen people out with big stomach. I've seen my patients, many patients, called ascites of the waistline being enlarged. So you see men, women, from the structure of the body to almost like a pear shape going downwards. This enlarges their waistlines and their size. This is not the only indication that the liver has problem, but sometimes when someone is holding fluid, it results in edema. Then you can see what's happening inside the body. So this retention of fluid is actually causing them so much harm because it is now suffocating their body organs from breathing. Your body organs breathe. And this water retention, I've seen it in my many patients. They're having a lot of problems. They're just blown up. And the only way it's going to be is either operating on them for reduce the fluid level, which is itself is dangerous, because if you remove the fluid too fast, the person will go in shock. Let me tell you how to recognize signs. If your right ankle and foot are swollen, then it's liver issues. If the left ankle and left foot are swollen, then it's more of a heart issues. However, if both ankle and both feet and the body are swollen, that's more of a sign of blood sugar like diabetes. The reasons of having edema is something called chronic venous insufficiency, or you may have lymphedema, or you may have kidney problems, or you may have advanced lungs problem. But most commonly, reason for edema in your ankles is usually blood sugar levels like diabetes or pre-diabetes stages. The reason for this is, well, this could be due to low potassium. You might begin to be high in sodium. Well, what you need to do is eat avocados daily 3 times a day, properly. Just 3 avocados. It's part of my green juicing, which I'll show you in this video, how to do the juicing process, which is, keep looking at this video. I have advised my own patients with this edema ankle and feet and body fluid retention is used a simple method, very, very simple method. And I've given it to all my patients, no matter what kind of illness that they've got besides this edema. I'm talking about treating cancer patients, Alzheimer's, dementia, any other illnesses that they have. I start my treatment with juicing, the green juicing, which you will get the list in this video. This is your list of liver detoxification program. I advocate this to every single patient of mine. Just commence by 1 pint-sized glass in the morning and 1 pint-sized glass at bedtime before going to bed. If you look at the simplicity of this, you have spinach, you can take 6 to 12 leaves of that. Broccoli, you can take half a broccoli, chop it up. Coriander, you take 6 stems with the leaves. Celery, you take 2 stems with the leaves. Fresh mint, take 6 stems with the leaf. Avocado, take a whole one, chop it all up. Fresh ginger, I've recommended 6. However, people with severe edema, I expect them take 12 to 15 finger size. Same again for fresh turmeric, 12 to 15 finger size. And in order for this juice to taste even better, I have advocated that you can add 1 full red apple or 1 pomegranate, or you can add strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries to this. Absolutely right. So this will then make it taste a lot better and for you to drink. Keep watching this video. Here at Natural Touch Clinic, I have formulated a treatment program, which is listed here. We start off with number 1 with alkaline drinking. I will always alkaline my patients. As you've seen, my alcohydro jug, which is cost £35. Number 2, we have hibiscus and moringa combined tea. This is drunk hot in water in the morning, just once a day. It's £20 for 500 ml size. Hibiscus and ashwagandha, again, is combined hot tea. Drink 1 in mug before bedtime. This is £20 per 500 ml jar. Number 4, we have sea moss. This is pure organic. You take 1 teaspoon hot water, drink in the evening time. Number 5, phenylphenachin. This is to help your digestive system. Take 1 teaspoon full of alkaline water, put in a pan and boil for 15 minutes in the morning, and drink empty stomach in the morning before breakfast daily, once a day. Number 6, we have this water retention capsules for £20. This 100 capsules. You take 2 capsules in the morning and you take 2 capsules before bedtime. Number 7, ashwagandha tincture drops. You take 6 drops daily before bedtime. Number 8, I have now recommended deep tissue massage for lymphatic draining. This is very, very important. We are now providing the service at £35 per hour rate for all our patients. It's vital that we now embark upon deep tissue massage in order to remove the lymphatic fluid. Otherwise, it will be hospitalization, and I wouldn't recommend that for my patients until we've tried our utmost best to drain the body of its fluid the natural way. These are the most comprehensive treatment program this clinic is exclusively offering to our entire patients throughout the world from recovery of lymphatic system breakdown. You can purchase these and all our other products directly from the clinic, Natural Touch Clinic, based in Shipley, West Yorkshire. You can purchase these via our simple PayPal payment ID, which appears at the base of our screen. We'll post out your supplements the very next day and provide you with the photographic evidence and with the tracking reference number leaving our clinic. How to place an order? Well, it's very simple. You can see at the base of our screen here, naturaltouchsupplements@gmail.com. My team will be in contact with you the moment you leave a message on our email systems, or you can contact us via our telephone number, which appears at the base of the screen. Feel free to contact us through email address or our WhatsApp message, or even pay us a visit in person. We're more than happy to see everybody coming through, taking our free advice without any extra charge. Finally, if you found this video to be helpful, and I'm sure that you have, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do leave your comments, as we will always reply to your comments. We really appreciate all comments left by our viewers, and we deserve your feedback. In concluding this matter for today, thank you for watching. Do have a nice day, and may God be with you. God bless.